everyone. This is Gail Anderson. I'm here with my husband Kirby.
Hey ladies.
And this is Mentoring Moments for Moms. If you're joining us for the first time, thank you. Glad you're hopping on and checking out what we're doing. I get on a few times a week and just encourage moms. I like to hear from you and just be able to speak into your lives on some of the very typical things that moms are hit with. So anyway, we do blog at KirbyAnderson.com, and if you will go in the link on Periscope, in the profile, the link is in there for our blog. Also, my email is there. Would love to hear from you guys if you have questions or other things you want to hear about. I love hearing from all of you. All of my scopes have been saved on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube, either search for Gail Anderson or Mentoring Moments for Moms, and you can find them many scopes that I've done. Hopefully the titles will be able to help you determine which ones are most crucial or important for you as a mom in what you're going through right now.
I can't even believe how many there are. It was like 140 or something.
Yes.
Blows me away. It's amazing.
Oh, thank you. Good to see you this morning. This is Lisa. Just good to have you on. And if you're watching the replay, which I know most of you moms are, I hear from you and you say you have to catch us on replay because you're not able to get on live. That's great. I miss your comments, but it's okay. If you like what we're talking about today, make sure you tap on the screen, give us some hearts, and you can also share this broadcast by just swiping to the right. This week, I was talking a little bit with the thought of Thanksgiving about being thankful. So when I was on earlier this week, I talked about us being thankful, as well as how we can actually teach our kids to grow up with that habit of thankfulness. It is so important to teach our kids that from a young age. But my husband and I got to talking about it this week, and really, the encouragement and thankfulness that moms need to hear from other people is a real critical thing. And I decided rather than me get on and talk about this, I'm letting Kirby talk about it. He's got some great thoughts, and hopefully you'll get something out of this, get something you can share with your husbands. And I hope to see you soon, but I'm leaving it with him.
All right, so you got me, ladies. I just really got on a toot about this whole thing, and I just got done today after talking with Gail about this. I got so lit up about the whole idea of encouragement that I just wrote a blog. It's coming out this coming Monday, December 5th. And so this is a little preview of coming attractions, and it's called The One Thing That Moms Can Never Get Too Much Of. And of course, we're talking about encouragement. Now, I don't have to tell you, ladies, your job is 24/7. And if you work outside the home, you've got even more on your plate. And the sad thing is that your job, the reality is often thankless, and you tend to be unsung heroes. And I know you can come back and just say that, yeah, I'm an unsung hero, but I just want to be on a mission to kind of change that. I don't want you to be unsung. I don't want you to not be recognized. In fact, I hadn't even talked to Gail about this, but I was just realizing that favorite chapter of the book of Proverbs among many is, especially among women, is Proverbs 31, the very last one, and it's all about the virtuous woman. And part of that is not only is she just doing all this great stuff, but her family is just singing her praises. Her husband is out bragging on her publicly. Her kids are calling her blessed. I mean, when was the last time you had your kids just stand up and call you blessed? And that's the way it should be. And so I'm not going to recap the whole blog for you today. And I'm preaching to the choir right now. So what I really want you to do is to make sure that you send this blog to your husband in some way and to help him grow in his skills of helping you to just keep on keeping on. But I asked Gail today, just as I was finalizing my thoughts and kind of my draft for this blog, I just said, honey, just tell me, what is it the thing that really made the biggest difference for you as a mom that I could do or others could do to show you appreciation and encouragement? And as she started talking, it seemed like everything came down to basically two things. It was just that, appreciation and initiation. And so really what I just wrote on this morning is, number one, it's so important that people just notice and say things, or say something. And I know that you're all giving me a rousing amen right now, because so much of what you do is just routine stuff. It's doing laundry, doing dishes, housekeeping, paying bills, driving kids around, bathing kids, those kind of things. There's nothing really glamorous about it. Nobody's, got any big fanfare with this, but you do it day in and day out. And sometimes it's just really nice, isn't it? If just somebody just says, honey, thanks so much for doing this. And especially if they do it without being asked. And I talk a lot about that in the blog. So I'm not going to go through all of that right now, but let me just say this, ladies, that if you haven't been recognized in a really good way and in an uninitiated way in a long time, can I just stand in proxy and just say thank you? Just thank you for what you're doing. I mean, we would be a mess without you, and we really do appreciate it, and we're just really negligent for not saying it. We're good people, but we just need to learn some skills, and just to tell you that. So what you're doing really, really does matter. The second thing that I love to encourage other guys and everybody to be able to show encouragement to moms is just to lend a hand. And this is something that Gail's had to train me in. I get caught up in my own world too, and I just think that she's got it all under control. But I know, personally, that when there's something that I'm doing I just don't have much motivation for, it's nice if somebody just comes alongside to do it. And so I've tried to get a little better at that. And that's an ongoing thing. And I'm grateful for her grace, but it is, I know, a way that can make a big difference if you just got somebody standing with you. And the third way to show encouragement, particularly to a mom, is just to give her a break. You ladies really aren't great about asking for a break. You just got to keep on keeping on. And so I like to encourage your husbands, again, if you give them a nudge, to let me talk with them a little bit just about how that we can do that, because you do deserve a little bit of time daily, weekly, to where you can catch your breath, do something that recharges you. I know that Gail has talked a lot about that. But again, ladies, if you do need some of this much needed encouragement, then I want to just tell you, man, do what you need to do in a tasteful, tactful way. Nudge your husband towards a blog coming up here on December 5th, and it's just entitled The One Thing Moms Never Get Too Much Of. But ladies, let me just finish it up with this. It's great, and you need to hear encouragement from others. But I want to tell you something else, that there are things that you can do to encourage yourself. And obviously, you're doing something right now today, as you took time just to watch Gail Scope here right now, which happens to be me. But all of the different scopes she talked about, like I said, well over 130, 140 of them on YouTube at Mentoring Moments for Moms. Man, you can just get a little blast, a little shot of encouragement anytime that you want. And the other thing that I want to share with you today that I'm really proud of Gail for doing, and these things just came out here recently, she shared them at one event where she taught at, is she put together a set of 28 cards that she calls Inspirational Moments for Moms. And man, I just think these things are awesome. I know you gals love this kind of stuff. It's just these little cards that you can use as gentle reminders, just to give yourself a shot of encouragement. I'm not going to tell you about a lot of them, but there's some great ones on here of just, I'll let you just look through it. But we've got a little web page that you can go to. Gail will put it up in the notes of the YouTube of this replay, and you can go there and check it out. I've got a little video on that thing that just tells you a little bit about them. But I really want to encourage you to check these things out, because you can plant these things all around the house, or just look at one a day, just to give yourself a little reminder that what you do and who you are really, really does matter to the people closest to you. So other than that, make sure and get your husband that blog so that I can help train some skills there like I'm learning. But let me just finish up today, ladies, and just tell you, you're awesome. We couldn't do without you. what you are doing really, really does matter. So stay on target. Hope you guys have a great weekend.